Well, this month we are celebrating the contributions of our LGBTQ plus community, and today we are profiling the first openly gay person of color to be elected to Congress. Mark Takano introduces us to Riverside Congressman Mark Takano.
Look at the bow ties.
It was the 1960s in Riverside. Young Mark Takano and his three younger brothers grew up hearing stories about his family's unjust incarceration in the Japanese internment camps during World War II.
No one should have to go through life being ashamed of who they are, especially when they've done nothing wrong.
Because of that, he says he understood the concept of civil rights as a young child. Then came the 70s.
Watergate hearings were starting to happen, and I watched those gavel to gavel.
It was Congresswoman Barbara Jordan's statement during the impeachment hearing of the House Judiciary Committee.
My faith in the Constitution is whole, it is complete, it is total.
That inspired him to pursue a career in politics.
That 12, 13-year-old self then was thinking, I'd like to be like her someday.
After graduating from Harvard, Takano returned to his hometown, first to become a public school teacher. Then in 1992, the young Democrat found an opportunity to run for Congress.
31 is pretty young.
He lost a tight race, but didn't give up. In 1994, he tried again. But during this campaign, Takano says he was outed by a sitting state senator.
And said, I don't know about you, but I don't want a homosexual representing you.
At the time, he'd only come out about his sexuality to his parents and close friends. But after this incident, he recalls his opponents sending homophobic mailers and eventually losing the race. After conceding, he returned to teaching at Rialto High School. Then in 2008, he saw that voters in the Inland Empire helped pass Prop 8, which banned same-sex marriages.
A lot of the kids are really upset, and they want to start a gay-straight alliance at this school.
He was asked to be the advisor to what later became the Unity Club.
I had this sort of PTSD from 1994 going through that experience, but then I see in 2008 100 kids show up for the first day of organizing.
He says that change he saw and experienced as a high school teacher gave him the courage to campaign one last time. In 2012, Takano ran for an open congressional seat, this time as an openly gay candidate.
It was on my terms. It wasn't something that I was being forced to do.
After a grueling campaign,
I'm smiling, but I know I'm exhausted.
The then 52-year-old became the first openly gay person of color to be elected to Congress.
January 3rd, 2013. It's a very proud moment.
In the last decade, Takano has been involved in veterans, education, Asian American, and LGBTQ legislation, among others. He says he's seen the needle move toward LGBTQ acceptance, but
where things are not bipartisan right now is trans people's rights.
He vows to show up for trans people and every other person in his district.
Congressman Mark Takano.
So everyone, no matter their background or sexual orientation, can enjoy their civil rights and be proud of who they are.
Pride is the opposite of shame to me. Being gay is nothing to be ashamed of.
In Riverside, I'm Takano, KCAL News.